Do you trust your own judgment, or do you rely on feedback from others? Are you always asking friends and family for their opinions of your songs? I am going to introduce you to the 3 obstacles that singers face when they don't have a coach in their corner helping them out. Then, for the next 3 weeks after that, I'm going to break down each one of those obstacles for you, why it's a problem, and what needs to be done about it. First of all, if this is your first time watching me, hello there, and I would love for you to drop a hello to me in the comments below. Also, if there's someone in your life that you know might need what I have to say, if you're already getting the vibe that, hey, I know someone who needs to hear this, then please go ahead and share this out. It's a super common thing, what we're talking about today. So know that you're not alone if you're already resonating with what I'm saying about needing some feedback from other people on your singing, on your performing. So many singers need to bounce ideas off other people, and that's completely natural. So, like I said, I'll be sharing about it more in just a little bit, but one of my favorite solutions for this problem is my No Limits Academy. It is one of my favorite things that I do. It's a fantastic community of singers who all completely have each other's backs, by the way. They are so amazing. Whenever anyone is doing anything, everyone else in the academy is right behind them, supporting them, and it's so fantastic to watch. It's like a legit family happening in there. But all these singers are aiming to improve their singing abilities, their performing abilities, their confidence, their stage presence, all of those kinds of things, with expert training and coaching and feedback from me. Plus, like I said, the loads of support that comes sort of built in with the community that we have in the academy. So if that's something that sounds like it would be a good solution for you, I would love to invite you to check it out. So I want to tell you about a client that I used to have. Her name is Sarah, and she is in professional regional theater. She is fantastic. She is dynamic. She is brilliantly talented as a singer, and she's a character actress. And I absolutely loved working with her, and I loved watching her perform. She's just amazing. Anyway, she came to me after a bit of a hiatus in her acting career, and she wanted some coaching on polishing her technique and picking the best songs for herself for her auditions and getting the roles that she really wanted. She was the kind of singer who, even though she's like insanely talented, she would stress out and freak out about what song she should sing for each of her auditions. She would go into each one with a customized audition, prepared to target the role that she was going after for each audition. So it's not like she's doing the same thing every time. And she wanted to be able to show off her strengths the very best way possible, to show her casting directors the roles that she is perfect for. She had previously, before we met, she found this to be a bit of a challenge. She's extremely talented, so people always notice her. But what was happening is that she was getting constantly thrown into the ensemble or being passed over altogether instead of getting these roles that have her name all over them. And she couldn't figure out why this was happening. And without feedback, that's a pretty common experience to have. So, she knew, and I knew, she has so much more to offer than ensemble or being passed over altogether. And she was really tired of that. She was tired of that being her continual experience. So once we started to work together, she went from feeling this sort of deep insecurity about not being enough or not being funny enough or not being talented enough to book the roles, to then suddenly consistently booking the roles that she was perfect for. And the casting directors started seeing her exactly how she wanted to be seen, which meant that she was booking roles all over town. Now, she was suddenly confident about her song choices for every audition. She went in feeling prepared and I've got the best audition here, and this is going to be exactly what they need. She was confident about her songs. She was confident about what she was bringing into the audition room, and she felt pretty unstoppable in her technique. And she gave me a nickname, which cracked me up. She started calling me the voice whisperer because she was amazed at the difference that it made in her ability to book roles from having me as her coach, there to help her go after these roles that were perfect for her, that she wanted, rather than being totally passed over, not even seen in her auditions. So, does this sound familiar to you? Is this an experience that you are having? Are you tired of going to these auditions and being like, hello, are you seeing me? Or feeling like they're just miscasting you, or not even casting you at all, not calling you back, not noticing you. You don't even have to be in theater. This can be an experience in a competition. Maybe you feel like, I am putting it all out there and I'm still not even making it into the top 10. What is wrong? What am I doing wrong? Or if you perform and your audiences are not engaged, they're not into it, they're not booking you, they're not buying your records, whatever. Any of these kinds of things are so much easier with a coach. So let's talk about these obstacles, right? Because I mentioned there are 3 of them. Let's talk about what they are, the obstacles that singers face when they don't have a coach that's in their corner helping them out, which is also going to let you know why the Academy is going to be the perfect solution for you. So, as I said, I'm going to break down each one individually over the next few weeks, but today I'm going to kind of introduce you to what they are. So, obstacle number 1, difficulty picking songs, right? So, those of you watching this right now, how many of you relate to that? Are you someone who, like, you're in an audition or a competition, you're like, I have to pick these songs, and I just feel this, like, I don't know how to pick the one, right? Singers, I find, will stress about this all the way up until they open their mouths for the audition or competition or performance that they're trying to pick these songs for. So it will be this ongoing, is this the one I should be doing? It's one of the biggest things that people come to me for, is help with picking songs. Why? Why is that so stressful? Well, singers know that there's a lot of pressure with song choice, because it's often said that your song choice can make or break your experience, your success with your audition, your competing, your performance, any of those things. A lot of times they say that it all comes down to song choice. I personally believe there's a whole lot more that goes into it than just your song choice, but that little piece of information that floats around causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of pressure in singers to get it right. And without someone in their corner, someone who's actually on their team and has their best interests in mind, someone who's working towards the same goal that they are, it can feel really daunting to trust yourself to make the important decision, to make the right decision of which songs are going to be the best ones to showcase what you can do. So obstacle number 1 is difficulty picking songs. So obstacle number 2, a tendency to sabotage your own goals and settle for less. This is 100% why I am such a huge fan of having support of a coach in whatever area I need support, whatever area you need support. This is why I'm such a huge advocate for coaching and gaining support. Because when you aim for a goal, let's say that your goal is up here. You can't even see where my hand is because of my screen, right? So let's say your goal is way up here, right? Some here. We'll just put it right here so you can see it. So on your way towards that goal, you might stumble in places. You might reach some places that you're like, oh, that was hard. You might get some little nicks that kind of knock you down a little bit on your way up to this goal. So what happens is, without someone supporting you, holding you accountable, encouraging you, lifting you up, equipping you with the tools, the difficulty and possible rejection that you might feel, any kind of stumbling you might go through, is going to cause you to lower your goal just a smidge, right? So let's say your goal's way up here. I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Let's say your goal's up here. Those kinds of things happen in your life, and you're going to lower that goal because you're thinking, maybe that goal was too ambitious. so maybe I shouldn't have it so high. And then you keep going and you think, maybe I don't really need to have that level of achievement. Maybe I'll be happy with just this. And you keep going a smidge more and a smidge more down, leaving you to settle for something that's far less than you initially envisioned for yourself. It's like unintentional self-sabotage. Your inner fear response, which is always trying to protect you from anything even remotely risky or scary. That inner fear response starts to see this big goal as a threat. And that's what prompts you to decide, ooh, maybe I should shoot a little bit lower. When you do that, you're never going to get up to this goal because you are allowing yourself to continue to lower it. That obstacle number 2 is tendency to sabotage your own goals and settle for less. Ooh, it's heartbreaking to me. So obstacle number 3. Obstacle number 3 is limitations in the songs that you're able to sing. This is another one that gets me. I can't tell you how many times I've started working with a new client who decides to announce at some point, I can't sing that. And then they tell me their excuses or reasons for why they believe they're unable to sing something for, whatever that reason is or excuse. And listen, I know it's completely normal to not be able to do amazing things with your voice when you're figuring it all out on your own. It's normal for that to be a challenge. You're not a failure if you can't figure it out on your own. But no one likes feeling limited in what you can do, right? That's not a good feeling like, I can't do that. It's bad enough that you already feel like you're incapable of doing this thing that you clearly want to be able to do. You're already in a place of, I can't do that, right? And that sucks, not being able to do whatever the thing is. But that also leads to comparing yourself to everyone else and feeling bad about yourself because you're not able to do it. So it's like I said, it's bad enough that you're not able to do something that you want to do. But then you add to it that now you're feeling like, now I feel like crap because I can't do it. And on top of it, look, all these other people who can do it and I can't. So then you start to feel worse and worse and worse about yourself. And when you feel like that and you go into any kind of audition situation or competition situation when you're already feeling defeated, that is not the kind of energy that's going to get you towards a goal. It's going to keep you small, right? So the obstacle number 3 is limitations in the songs you're able to sing. So those are those 3 obstacles. Let's go over those again. The 3 obstacles we said that we're going to be breaking down the next few weeks. Number 1 is difficulty picking songs. Number 2 is tendency to sabotage your own goals and settle for less. And number 3 is limitations in the songs you're able to sing. So enlisting the support of a coach makes all 3 of these obstacles a thing of the past. So having a coach give you feedback on the songs that are best suited for you and teaching you the technique and the skills that you need in order to sing them in the most impressive, most powerful way that also features your strengths in the best possible way, all of that is going to eliminate those obstacles, right? It's going to eliminate that feeling. When you turn your goals over, your dreams over to a coach, to someone like me, it not only improves your ability to achieve them, but it prevents you from settling. It prevents you from settling for a lower goal that feels safer or more attainable. And that means that you're going to achieve more, right? So all of this is designed to help you achieve more. If you are looking to achieve more, I have a solution for you that I would love to share with you. I am opening up spots in my academy. I would love to invite people to come in. Let me tell you about it. It's called No Limits Academy. It's one of my favorite things that I do in my business. It is a year-long membership to a community of people where every single month you get to learn a new lesson from me and you get challenges so that you can work on whatever it is you've learned in that class. You can spend the month learning on it, getting feedback the whole month, and then at the very end of the month, we have a live masterclass where you show up and you demonstrate what you've been working on for the month, and I tell you, yay, you're doing a great job, or you need a little bit of tweaking here, or let's fix this one little thing, and that's going to make it so much better. That's how the Academy works. You also we record all the classes, and they're stored in this anthology, so no matter when a person has joined the Academy, they have access to all the training that I've ever taught. So if you're not able to make it, you can watch it, but also if you want to go back through the anthology and look for something, a topic that we're not talking about in that moment, but you want to learn about something else, there's a video on it. There is a training on it in the anthology, so you can go study that while you're in there. It's a fantastic place to develop skill, but it's not just skill that you're getting. Like I was talking about, you're getting feedback. Feedback is so important. When you are learning something from a video and there's no connection to the person teaching it to you, you don't have any way of knowing if you're doing it correctly. Not to mention, what you're learning in a video or in a class, if there's no personal feedback to help you apply it to your own music, to your own events, or taking the skill that you learn, figuring out how to apply it to you uniquely, we are all different people. The advice isn't going to be the same for every single person, or every single person would show up to auditions doing the exact same thing, right? So everything needs to be customized to you on some level. So when you go to these, YouTube teachers or whatever, when you rely on that kind of training, there's only so much you can get from it. And then you still are relying on yourself to make the best decisions for yourself. And most of the time it's going to take an outside person to help you see things that you can't see because you're too close to the situation. So the Academy provides you with the training that you need and the feedback that you need. On top of that, you get support. And I will tell you, the support that's in this community is something that just sort of happened. It is magical and it is awesome, but the people in it are amazing. And it doesn't matter what anyone has going on. The Academy comes around and is like cheering them on inside the Academy and outside the Academy. The support is amazing. You also, of course, will have my support. So it's not just these amazing people in there, but you, of course, have my support too. It is a fantastic experience, and I love being part of it. We have people in there that are actors. We have people that are competitive singers. We have people that sing for a hobby just for fun, but that, dabble in other areas of using their voices. We have singer-songwriters. We have a composer. We have all kinds of people in there that do all sorts of different things. And they're all in there together, learning the same skills, building each other up, getting the feedback. They give each other feedback as well. It's not just me providing it. Other people give it as well. It's awesome. It's such a great environment. Plus, you learn the same things that you learn in a private setting with me, you learn in my Academy. One is private and one is in this group of amazing people. So I do have spaces in my private roster too. I do have a couple of spaces left, but I would love to get people into my Academy, but we can talk about whatever is going to suit you the best for where you are in your situation. So if you are someone who's going it alone, I would advise you to get support. And if I am the person that you think can help you with the things that you are looking to achieve in your life, then let's get this going. I would love to have you in there. No Limits Academy, like I said, is one of my favorite things. And it's not just that it's a cool place to be. These singers get results. It's not just a cool place to hang out. These people are getting results. Last year we had a brand new influx of people, and it was at the beginning of competition season, and all of my singers were entered in some kind of competition, and we had, I don't even remember how many. of the whole group, it was like 80% of them placed in this competition, and one of them won it. So it's like, there's some amazing results that come out of it. So and part of the reason is like what I was saying, that when you feel limited in what you can do in your singing, then it's hard to go into an environment where you have to just show up, and you feel like everyone else around you is way better than you because they're doing things that you can't do. When you flip that and all of a sudden you're going in there gangbusters and you're like, just you wait till you hear what comes out of my mouth, right? When all of a sudden you're doing things that you didn't think you could do before, that other people didn't think you could do before, it boosts your confidence just in that ability alone. But you add to it that you have a community of people behind you cheerleading you and excited for you, supporting you in this, it just changes the game. It causes you to achieve more. Just those things alone. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about all of these obstacles more in depth over the next few weeks. But if you're ready for this to change for you, if any of these obstacles are things that you are going through right now, the Academy is probably a perfect fit for you, and I'd love to talk to you about it. So check out bit.ly/No Limits Academy 2021, or click the link that's in the description or the comments below, and let's get you on the path to being free of these obstacles, being limitless in your singing. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.